nice. And you know, today is going to be overall a pretty beautiful day. We'll have mid and upper 80s, nothing too scorching hot, very seasonal for this time of year. And we're going to see the winds finally dying down. Here's a look outside this morning. We actually have dropped a degree in the metro area. We are sitting at 59 degrees early this morning with 30s and 40s. As we make our way northward, we've got 50s and 60s southward, not as many 70s as we've had the last couple of mornings. So for most of us, we are a couple of degrees cooler than we were at this exact same time yesterday. In some spots, Grants, Farmington, Alamosa, over 10 degrees cooler this morning than we were at this exact same time yesterday. But lots of early morning sunshine. We had some very early sprinkles that are starting to wind down. Still some thicker cloud cover down towards our far southeast. But what we've got going on, this is the water vapor imagery we're watching. And we have these shades of tan that you see on your screen. This is actually dry air starting to move in overhead. Still a lot of moisture down into the south and east, and you can even see it. Our dew points are pretty high as we get into our eastern locations, but we start to make our way westward and the dew points are much lower, which means we have a lot of dry air setting up over parts of Farmington, Grants, and Gallup. Now with the dry conditions, that's not great for our fire concerns, but what is great for the battling of our fire that we do have active out there north of Gallup is winds. They're going to be down today. Here's a look outside right now. Almost all of us are under the 10-mile-an-hour wind range. And as we take you over to Gallup, some great news. Here's what we've got going on right now. The size of this fire, over 13,000 acres, and only 5% of the perimeter is contained. So today with the lighter winds out of the south and west, only at about 5 to 15 miles an hour, we should see some improvement there. As of right now, the winds only at about 17 miles an hour. And through the day, you can see the spots of blue on your screen as we take you through the afternoon is where we'll have 10 to about 15-mile-an-hour winds. And it's very spotty, not too widespread, so it's not going to be too breezy or too gusty as we get into the afternoon. The metro area, we've got temperatures that will be nice and pleasant, mid and upper 80s, winds southwest 5 to 10 miles an hour through the afternoon. And again, a lot of us will be in the 70s and 80s, just a few mid-90s down to the south, and no triple digits for today. So we do have that dry air moving in, which is going to take away a lot of our storm chances for parts of New Mexico. Still a spot storm can't be ruled out for our eastern zones, but tomorrow and into the weekend we'll have a much better chance for spot showers and storms as we heat things up. We're going to be looking at temperatures climbing now through the weekend in most locations. Here's a look southern Colorado. You can see that warm up today, sunny and mild with highs in the 70s and low 80s. Tomorrow though will be in the mid 80s, and by the weekend the upper 80s still with lots of sunshine. Into the north and west, mostly sunny skies, winds going down, but we are going to be watching for some areas of smoke. Do keep that in mind. As we were just mentioning, only 5% of the Asahi fire is contained this morning. Into the weekend, though, we'll be into the 90s, so it's going to heat up over the next couple of days. Into the south and west, mostly sunny and warm with the mid-90s. Temperatures here as well will climb over the next few days, but will stay dry into the south and west. Into the south and east today, 80s and 90s, partly cloudy skies. Could get a spot storm today, but a better chance for rain and storms as we head into the weekend. Into the northeast, a mixture of sun and clouds. We'll even have the chance for a spot storm as well. But just like the south and east, we'll have a much better chance for some moisture coming with those storms as we head into the weekend. Then into the northern mountains today, mainly dry with partly cloudy skies with the 70s and 80s. And again, an isolated storm can't be ruled out, especially as we get you closer towards Angel Fire today. In the East Mountains, lots of sunshine to start the day, but turning partly cloudy with temperatures in the low to mid 80s. We'll get to 85 in Edgewood with the upper 80s. And some 90s. Berlin today will hit 90 degrees. We'll get to 88 in the South Valley and 87 in the Heights with very sunny skies. Southwest wind 10 to 15 miles an hour. The next couple of days, winds are going to stay down for us for the most part, but temperatures are going to heat up. We're going to be in the mid-90s. So you talk about the firefight. Today is actually going to be one of the more mild days. It gets hotter as we get to the next couple of days. The winds will be down, so those are both good components for this firefighters. Unfortunately, still pretty dry air over the Gallup area, but overall, you got to take the good, even if it comes with still a little bit of bad.